Hey everyone, Arizona Kid here. This is kind of the spur of the moment thing I did last night. I always have videos of you guys talking about how I roll over on my, well, not roll over, I rolled this way, like forward on my ATV, and then the other time I just barely tilted on its side. I was talking to some people, you know, YouTube, and they said, why don't I put wheel spacers on it? And it made me think of my Polaris, you know, nothing against Honda, but my Polaris did have a wider stance to it, stock. And I started looking at measurements, and they're right. Polaris does have a wider wheelbase than Honda does, at least on my Honda Foreman. I can't speak for all Hondas. And they told me to put a 2-inch wheel spacer on it. Ta-da! So I went on and got the, you guys can see that. I don't know if that'll be backwards for you or it'll be right or not, but it's 4x110 is, I believe that's the wheel or the hole spacing, and then the M10 by 1.25 is your thread pattern, and to make it the same. And yeah, it works. I'll put I got these off Amazon. I don't know if you guys can see that too. This brand right here. I think it's like $80-something for a set of 4. I tried some other brands that they were like 200 and something for a set of 4, and this one was more than half the price. So like I said, it was $80-something delivered and came overnight, no extra charge. So anyways, like I said, I'll put the thing. I'm not good at links, so I'll put the thing from Amazon in right now. Now that you've seen that, that's what I got. And I haven't done the back yet. I just did a real quick dry fit on the front. So let me get you guys flipped around here real quick. So I just did the front left one real quick. The only thing I can say is, you see how the nut sticks out? Or not the nut, the threads stick out farther. I measured it. I think they normally stick out, if you look on the back side, they normally stick out like 1/8 of an inch. And now this is gonna be probably, once I crank it down, 1/4 of an inch or maybe more. But I don't care. It doesn't stick out of the rim. So who cares? But it does show more thread on it. But you can see the only thing I like about it is that Honda has the hole, so you can see the other one. I haven't cranked down on those yet, because this set actually gives you some Loctite with it. Some red Loctite comes with it. It's part of the package of the set, so I'm not arguing there on it. But let's just show. So look at the side, how that sticks out, and look at, this is stock. You guys see the big difference in it? How much wider they made it on that one side. So now you're gonna have that on both sides, and then can't wait for the back also. And that's just gonna completely give you more stability. That's what everybody was telling me. They're going, man, you're gonna have so much more stability. Just do, 'cause I was just gonna do 1 inch or 1.5, you know, 1.5 inches. And then everybody that was doing it, they kept saying, no, do 2, do 2. So the only thing that might happen, like if you look at it right here, so you might get more mud if you're going through the mud coming up at you. But I'm never in the mud. And if I am in the mud, I'm expecting to get muddy, but see, it shows you the difference on the other side. It's not done to see how you can't even see the tire. But now that you put that 2-inch spacer, you can see the tire sticking out for sure. So I don't care about that. I'm more about, I want that safety, that stability when you're riding to turn. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna take this off real quick. It's really, like my nephew was asking me, sorry, I gotta put some knee pads on. My nephew was asking me, like, man, how hard is it to put it on there? I'm like, it's like putting on a tire and taking off your tire. It's not that hard. So you literally, like I said, this is just dry fit. I didn't crank down on it yet. I just wanted to see if it fit. I went by the manufacturer numbers. That was those two numbers I gave you, the thread and the pattern of the distance apart on your rim. I think it said the Talon and the 1000 are they're different numbers. I don't know what those are off the top of my head, but you can go to any forum and find it. That's how I found it. I was talking to guys on a Honda Foreman on a Honda forum, and they helped me get this going. So you just take your tire off, and then you just got this left on there, and it's like taking another tire off, you know, on it. So I'm gonna want to take this off so I can put some Loctite on there. And then I'm not gonna probably film all this, showing you guys putting this on and off, because if you don't know how to take a tire on and off, I'm just taking this one off. It's just this reverse, putting it back on. You're just gonna go on the threads over there and put some Loctite on it, and then put these on. I'm sure there's you know, a number for torquing it down. You might want to look in your manual for that and do that same torque on it. I don't really worry about that. It's just my personal thing on it, but I will put the Loctite on it. And yeah. And when I did that other video with the paint didn't make a difference. It still held on tight. I didn't have any problems with it coming loose. So that's a good thing on it, even though the paint's rubbing right off anyway. So, you know, that's kind of optional if you want to do that or not to yours. But I'm going to get this going. I'm going to get them all done, and then I'll be back and show you the difference. I might get a measuring tape, and I might just do that right now real quick. Let's, well, I don't need to do that, because, why do that? Because I'm putting 2 inches on, so it's obviously going to be from whatever the stance is on it, and it's going to be 2 inches wider on it. So why even measure all that and show you that? But will be 4 inches, so you'll be 4 inches wider altogether on it. So yeah, let me get it done, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, be right back, guys. Okay, everybody, so I'm done putting them on. I did take it for a test drive. What a difference, I can say. The only big difference is I don't have power steering, and it does feel a little bit stiffer to turn, which that makes sense because of a wider wheelbase. So that's something to think about if you don't have power steering. But is it a deal breaker? Heck no. But look at that difference in the stance there in the front. I mean, wow. So, and yes, my alignment is correct. I don't know if I should check it again after doing that, but maybe I will later just to make sure it's still okay, but it should be okay. There's how the back looks. You can see the spacer inside of there. Had plenty of Loctite they gave you to do it. And yeah, let me see how that looks on the, so just barely sits outside of it. Not bad at all. I don't think so, at least. I think I got the wheels turned to the left a little bit, so that's why that looks a little funky. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot better, guys. So, oh, and this is a Foreman 2020, so if that means anything to anybody. But yeah, so this is what they were. And comes with your instructions. Like I said, came with plenty of Loctite, 2 of these per 2. I still have like tons left over. Plenty of Loctite. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's a 2-inch wheel spacer for your Honda Foreman ATV. I'll take it on a trail ride, and I'm sure I'll let you guys know how it goes on that, but I think it's gonna be way better. So as always, keep the powder dry, and peace out, Girl Scout.